Hey, real quick, I need an iFrame for the video. Sweet! Greetings fellow Bugsmoders, my name is Roman, and today I'd like to show you what new features we have in this long-awaited and enormous release number 21. Let's get to it! Let's start with this huge new feature. Let's say you want to sell something online, right? Well, today is your day, because we've added a store. So go here, click on Add Store, and then click Add to your project. And boom! Just like that, you have your own online store to sell your goods. To manage it, just go to the store again and click Manage Store. And that will open basically the control panel for your store, where you'll be able to change your catalog of products, like import your products, delete them, remove them, do all kinds of stuff. You have tools for marketing here. You can enable ads. You can see reports about your sales. You can use different sales channels. You can configure your store. You can do all kinds of stuff here. This can really help growing your business. Our next 3 new powerful features are available in the new growth plan. If we go here and click Upgrade, you can see our new billing page with the ability to choose between paying annually or paying monthly, and also with the lists comparison between the light plan and growth plan. And as you can see, growth plan also has the advanced SEO and marketing tools, project analytics tools, and HTML iframe. So let's go ahead and buy the growth plan, and I'll show you the new features in it. Okay, so the first feature that is included in the growth plan that I'd like to show you is analytics. So let me show you how to get to it. So when you're on your dashboard, just go to these 3 dots next to your project, choose Project Settings, and here on the left we have Analytics now. When you click that, you see all the integrations with analytics services that you can use. And to use them, it is as simple as just pasting your ID from that service and clicking Connect. For all of them. It is really easy. Just get your ID from that service, paste it here, click Connect, and bam, you get your analytics. Next huge and really powerful feature we've added in the growth plan is an iframe. So if you go here and click this plus sign and go to Markup, you can see HTML iframe. So let's drag it to our project, and we are greeted with this really cool editor. Why it's cool, I hear you ask? Well, let's say we want to add a span. Bam! Auto-completion. Let's say box mode is the best, because it is. Not only that, let's say we've added a div and we made some mistake in the closing tag. You see, it also shows you that there's some error on this line and you can fix it. So let's click Save, and kablamo! It's added to the page. You can also use these controls over here to position it on the page. So let's say you want it on the left, or on the right, or let's just keep it in the middle. The enormous power of this feature comes from the fact that whenever online, on some other websites or services, you see some button that says something along the lines of embed or embed this to your website or embed in your website. Usually it has the word embed in it. And you click that and it gives you like a snippet of code. You can use that to add something to your website. Like, for example, you're a web designer or a designer and you have some of your works on the code pen. You can use the embed code feature there to use it to add it. Like, let's say the work of Pavel Kuna here, who made a beautiful CSS only animation. Look at this, how beautiful it is. Oh, it's like a lava lamp. It's mesmerizing. Or let's say you're a full stack designer or a starting web designer and you don't really know yet how to build your own website from scratch, but you do know a thing or two about HTML, CSS, and maybe some JS, and you have your HTML code. Just paste it in, click Save, and here you go. You have it on your website to show off. Or you're a YouTube content creator and you want to show off your videos. Just on YouTube, click Share, Embed, paste it here, and your video is on your website. Nice. Or let's say you use some service that gives you a widget your customers can use to book appointments in a calendar. Paste it in. Give it some space. And here you go. Your customers can book appointments. Or let's say you have your favorite weather website and you want to use their widget to show weather on your website. Why not? The drill is the same. Edit, give it some space, and your visitors can see the weather. Or let's say you want the visitors of your website play Doom on your website. Why not? Just paste that iframe, click save, give it some space, and kablamo! Your visitors can play Doom! How cool is that? And the list just goes on and on from here. You can embed your Google Calendar. If you're using some service to book appointments, you can embed that to your website so that your users can book appointments on your website. Again, anything and everything that has embed or embed code or add to your website, something like that in it, that gives you a snippet of code. It is really powerful. I cannot even overestimate that statement. One more feature that is included into the growth plan is some advanced SEO for your links. So let's say you have a text and you want to add a link to it. You go in and highlight the text, click the link button, paste your link to some external website, and here you can see some options. Now, follow option, if you enable it, will basically make search engines ignore links to external websites on your websites while they rank those websites in their search engines. I know it sounds a bit complicated, but basically, if you want links on your websites to influence rankings of other websites, then you want to disable this feature. So disable nofollow. No opener feature is not exactly an SEO feature, it's more of a security feature. If you have open a new tab enabled, I do recommend having no opener enabled as well. That will prevent the other website from having access to resources on your website. Do have it enabled always if you're using open a new tab. And finally, no referrer feature. It doesn't directly influence your SEO, but on the other hand, it sort of does. Let me explain. It is enabled by default, and in the growth plan, you can disable it for your link. How it works? Let's say you have a link to external website on your website. If you have no referrer on for this link, then webmasters from that other website in their analytics will see the traffic from clicks on your website to them as just a usual natural traffic, as if the person who visited the website just found it on Google, for example. If you disabled no referrer, then whenever visitors of your website click that link, that visit will show in analytics of that other website as a referral traffic. And webmasters, and they usually look closely on their analytics, they will hopefully notice your referral and they will do the same back to you, return the favor, and hopefully post something with a link back to your website, and you'll get visitors of their website on your website. So with these three new toggles, you have more power over how your links on your website influence your SEO and your security. Next nice feature is more like a quality of life improvement. You know, that small detail that just gives it a bit of flavor. So let's say you want to add something, you want to add a new element. Instead of going here, opening menus and dragging things onto the canvas, you can simply hover over the container you want to add something. Below, you see this plus sign. When you click it, it opens the menu, but instead of dragging things, you can simply click them. And let me use this as a segue to the next new feature, the text widget. So let's just click it. And previously we had paragraph and heading widgets, like two separate widgets. We sort of meshed them together and made one text widget that also allows you to change the type, the kind of text, which is really good for SEO because it allows you to configure like the structure of your website for like web crawlers, Google web crawlers, or any other search engine crawlers. So you can go here, change the heading kind. Let's say we set it to heading 4. Looks beautiful. Cool. We've also added even more features to the inline text editor. So let's say you want to control the letter spacing of your text. Select the part of text or the whole text that you would like to edit. Click the letter spacing control, and instead of normal, write something like, I don't know, 2 or 10. And see, it influences the letter spacing for that text. Now let's say you want to control the line height or the spacing between the lines, if you have some multi-line text, for example. Again, select the text, go to this control, disable auto spacing, and then give it some new value. Like 3 or 2 or 1.4. Now let's say you have a multi-line text and you want to make a list out of it. Just select it and click either the numbered list or bulleted list. Let's see them in action. Bam! Even more inline editor power. And last new feature I would like to show you today is we've added one more category to sections, which is called companies. So let's pick one, let's say this one, drag it in, and if you have, I don't know, like partner companies or your customers and you would like to show them on your website, here you go. And that's it for today. Oh, that was a long one. Thank you very much for joining me. It has been me, Roman. Now go and build some amazing websites. Bye bye.